What up? Schwiener here, episode 1 of our EAFC 26 career mode. And as you can see on the screen, we're going with Thomas Frank's new Tottenham Hotspurs team. Let's sign the contract. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at the roster here. All right. I think this is a fun team that has good ambition. They have some core quality players that can get there, and I think we can still make a couple of additions, throughout a couple seasons here, to get them to a, Champions League finish, win, or winning the league or something. We'll kind of play it by ear. I'm going to try and make this as realistic as we can for this first transfer window. I'm not buying anybody. We'll take a look in January, maybe bringing on. I know there's a couple of weak points in this team that we're going to go through here, so we might be looking to bring on a couple of players in January. But let's hop in. Let's take a look at some of our strikers here. Felice is out on loan. Matthias Tell is a striker in the game. Probably will convert him out to a left winger. Dan Scarlett. Kolumuani is in on loan from PSG. We have Richie up top, and we have Dominic Solanke. Really cool. This is the first time doing anything in EAFC 26. This is my raw reaction. I'm learning everything with you guys here, but really cool feature. Before we started the game, you were able to go in and create injuries for your team. So I went in. I know Solanke's out. James Madison's essentially out for the whole year. Kulusevski's out for a good bit. Dragusin is out. So I was able to go in and basically add the injuries that they have here. So Solanke is out at least for the next month. I probably looking at 5 or 6 weeks till he's coming back in. I think he's about to start playing again. So going to be without him for the first handful of games here. Will Lancashire, a youngster, is out on loan at Oxford United. Looking out on the different wingers here, we have Brennan Johnson, the goal scorer in the Europa League final that got them the trophy there last year. Mohamed Kudus, the new signing, who's been absolutely electric for them. Wilson Odebear as well, a good young prospect. Mikey Moore out on loan at Rangers. A couple of other players here out on loan. Xavi Simons, again, a last-minute signing to the team, absolutely electric. Bergvald, the youngster superstar, as well as Pat Matarsar. Kulusevski, here we go. I'd put him out for the next couple months here, 4 months at least. He's out for a while. James Madison's probably out for the next, I put in as far as we kind of could, so at least the next 6 months he's going to be out. Greg Abbott out on loan. Solomon out on loan. Archie Gray, another young prospect. Basuma, who hopefully we'll get him out of the club. We'll see. Polina in from Bayern Munich as well. Bentancur, Tyrese Hall out on loan. Spence, Porro, Dorrington. Vuskovic is definitely a player in the next season or two to look at. I think he's going to be awesome. Only 18, 72 rated. He is just a massive, massive human being. Ashley Phillips as well, only 20. They also brought in Takai, the young Japanese gentleman. Then we have Van de Ven. Dragusin I also have out for the next month or so. Not really sure when his time to return will be, but he's out with the leg injury. Kevin Donso, absolute beast as well. He's a really good, I think, third center back option behind Romero or Van de Ven if one of them, God forbid, get hurt. Ben Davies, club legend as well. Udogi, Vicario, Austin, and Kinski. So that's the squad. I know I just went through a lot. I'm out of breath here. So in my head, I think this is a good core squad to build off of. A couple areas that concern me. Fullbacks. We have Udogi, Porro, Spence. Ben Davies can play out on the left. Other than that, that's it. So that is very concerning, especially if one of these three get hurt. Out on the left wing is also a bit of concern in a sense. We have some young guys, Odebear, Matthias Tell. I know Xavi Simons can play out there as well. And then up top, I don't know. I just don't know if these three guys are really the guy to be up top. So we'll definitely look to maybe next season try to bring in just a really, really high quality striker. But we'll see. So those are kind of the three areas in my head that need improvement. Absolutely need some fullback support, but we'll take a look in January at whether or not to kind of bring someone in. Again, not making any transfers. This is the team that we're just raw dogging and going into the season with here. Absolutely going to go through and push some youth academy into this career mode here. We're going to try to make it somewhat realistic, but no one here is good enough. So I'm going to release everybody, and then let's go take a look at kind of our scouts and where we're going to send them. All right, here are our 3 scouts that we hired. We got 5-star, 4-star, 5-star, 5-star, 3-star, 5-star. Let's send our 5-star, 5-star here. We are keeping him in. What are we doing? What's going on? Where is England? Here we go. Northern Europe. I don't know. Keeping him here in England for 9 months. Looks like this is kind of the same as last year's. Let's see if we can find ourselves a striker. Why not? Let's go striker and wingers here. We'll go 5-star judgment. Let's send him. Let's go South America. Let's go Argentina. A little Christian Romero, captain there. And let's see if we can find ourselves a defender. Let's do that. And then our last guy, I'm going to send him to the United States of America and see if we can find literally anybody. Let's see if we can find ourselves someone in the middle here. And that's what we're going to rock with. The 3 countries, we got Argentina, England, United States. Let's rock with it. And after those hirings, we are left with $141 million in the budget. So again, I'm going to hold off on buying anybody until January. It looks like the objectives look a little different here. So we are going to want to finish in a Champions League place, win the FA Cup, and reach the semifinal of this year's Champions League. So definitely some high expectations for the club, but I think it's absolutely doable. So let's get this season going. Let's get started. Let's take a look at what the calendar holds for us in this first month. All right, looking into August, totally forgot. Yeah, we have the Super Cup against PSG, followed by Burnley, Man City, and Bournemouth. So good, I feel like a good test against PSG. A couple of easier games with Burnley. I mean, Bournemouth is, they lost and got destroyed by Bournemouth earlier this season. But, I mean, in game, I think that should be a relatively easier opponent. And then Man City. So, good mix. Let's hop into it. Let's get our first gameplay behind the controllers and for this. But I do want to set the lineup up. Get that all situated. So let's hop in, get that dealt with before we hop into these games. So going through some different variations, I really feel like we're going to be, depending on the game, changing up the formation and the players who we play. I think we're just going to have to do a lot of rotation. A lot of players just aren't really fitting in to kind of what we want here. It's just, I don't know. It's definitely a weird team. But I think this is what we're going to maybe start as a core here. Obviously, we're going to make some changes and switch things up. Actually, we can't not play Bentancur, though, right? I don't know. Honestly, I think this is going to go game by game on how we switch this up. I don't think anybody has a definitive start except maybe Kudos and on our 2 center backs here, but yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting to see how we can work this team. But let's hop into our first game. I think we're going to rock with this squad. Subject to change, but let's get into the Super Cup here. Let's get things going. I'm stoked. All right, before we get into the game, I kind of didn't take into consideration that we started in July. So, like a month and a half has gone by, and Dragusin and Solanke are back fit, ready to go. Which I totally just didn't take into consideration. But so I'm just not gonna play them for like the first month or so. I'm just gonna keep them on the bench. Hopefully they don't get pissed and want to leave. Just trying to keep it as realistic as possible. But now we also have our first youth scouting report. So let's look into the U.S. here. Larry Jackson, Jacob Williams, Wolf. Okay, that's a different screen we have for that. Just click into it. I kind of like that. Keep or reject. Yeah, reject. Reject. And we'll keep scouting these. These 3 guys. England, Norman. Just none of these guys are really it, huh? None of these guys are really it. Checked. Yeah. I'll keep these 2 guys in there just for the fun of it. And then, last but not least, we got Argentina. He might be something. We'll get rid of this guy. Get rid of this guy. I think we're gonna get rid of all of them except that guy. Who's this dude? Lino Arias. Let's sign him. Why not? Let's get our first guy into the squad. I don't know why that's just blank right there. Is he in the squad? Here we go. All right, 69 to 93 potential, 66 rated. Not terrible. Right back, center mid, 5-star weak foot, left foot, 6 foot, press proven, and aerial fortress. Excuse me. I think that's a good first signing. I think he's got a lot of potential. Big time. All right. Let's get into some action here. Come on. I went ahead and I just put the exact same team out that they put out for this game. So it's a 5-3-2. We have Kudos and Richarlison up top with our back line, including Danso now. Let's see how the gameplay is. Brutal. Brutally mistimed tackle by Romero, a.k.a. myself. I didn't even need to do that. I could have just kept pushing him off the ball. Brutal. I don't know what this means. Open my tactics panel. I don't care about that. Don't care. Right down the middle. Oh, God, that was a bad penalty. But it went in. We're down 1-0. Down 1-0. Good save, Vicario. What are we doing? What the heck was that? Alright, I see that the ridiculousness of this game has not changed in FC 26. That's bananas. Hit him. Sar. Wide. First real attempt, it's wide. Alright. It's a 1-0 loss. I mean, if we just wouldn't have made that stupid penalty, this probably would have gone into penalty kicks like it did in real life. Didn't love the formation offensively. I thought that we just couldn't do anything. You know, playing with Kudus out there, he definitely is a winger and not really an up-top guy. So, not going to be playing with that formation, I think, probably from here on out. But it's good to get our first game under the belt. Fortunate loss. It was a loss in real life, but let's move on. Let's hop into the first game of the Premier League as we sadly watch them hold the Super Cup trophy up. And our first game in the Premier League is a home game against Burnley. I'm rocking with the same lineup that they put out in real life. It was a 3-0 win in real life. Let's see if we can get ourselves 3 points as well. We got the young core of Bergvall, Saar, and Archie Gray in the middle there. Let's see what they can do. Back post, Saar's there. Good save. Almost getting a goal right off the rip. Back post, Archie Gray's there. And the 19-year-old opens up the scoring for this season's Premier League. And it's Brennan Johnson, ball in. I was just talking crap about him because he's had a really bad first touches, but beautiful back post ball. Archie Gray's getting up there. It's a 1-0 lead. Come on. first goal in EAFC 26. It's Archie Gray. Who would have thunk? Archie Gray again? No. Goalie gets big body and saves it. Back post. It's Richarlison. Is he onside? He is. And Richie. His first goal of this year. And kudos, I can already tell you, being out on the wing versus being more of like a striker role like we had him in that first game. Game changer. He is absolutely electric out there. Richarlison, no one even marking him back post. Easy as you'd like. It's 2-0. Get there, Romero. Vicario. Dude, why am I'm saying his name wrong every time? Is he onside? Kudos is onside. Can he get himself a goal? No. Yes, he can. I totally thought that we misjudged that. That defender absolutely should have came in and took that ball. Should have came in and took that ball. But he doesn't, and it's 3-0 before the half, and we are absolutely running rampant against Burnley here. Kudos. What a goal. And welcome to Tottenham, baby. Yeah, absolutely right there. I feel like the defender should have got that ball, no? Kudos. Oh, off the post. Almost a replica goal as his first. Can he do it again? Nah, it's wide. Into Richie. He's 1-on-1. Oh, what a move. Richie. Oh my God. And it's 4-0. That's all him. I mean, absolutely all him. 4-0. Wow. Get there. Tell. Just absolutely rifling that in. And it's a goal fest here in our opening game. Come on. I'm having fun. I'm not going to lie. I'm having some fun. There we go. Final whistle. 5-0 thumping in our opener here. And the fans, Thomas Frank, the team, myself, you guys, we're excited. We got Man City doing the same thing. I'm running with the same lineup that they put out in real life. It was a 2-1 win or 2-0 win. Let's see if we can make that happen here. What? Good. Vicario. Dude, what? I'm just never going to say his name right. I don't think. Just ridiculous. But a big save, and we turn it over. Get it back to him. Vicario. Off the post. Oh. Not really sure what happened right there. Hit him. Richarlison. Cutting in. Good move. Can't get the goal. Oh, kudos. Richie. No. A little awkward. It was a little awkward. Saar. Good save. Doesn't roll in. Get there? No. Back post. Paulinho. He's onside. It's a goal. Absolutely deserve this, man. We've been the better team 100%. And the recycled ball in by Pedro Porro. And it's Paulinho with his first goal. And welcome to the club as well. We have a 1-0 lead. Come on. What a save. What an absolute save, Vicario. Keeping us in this game. They almost had an instant response. Thank God. I mean, no one was stepping up to that. A little nerve-wracking and a big 1-0 win. Big 1-0 win. It's Polina's goal that gets us this win. The live look at London. That's a new cut scene. Big time. Absolutely big time. Come on. Hot start. Hot start to the league. Another new cutscene here. Kind of love this. Absolutely loving that. We got Bournemouth at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Oh, and it shows where everyone else is. Sweet cutscene. Really like that. We're rocking with the exact same squad that we had against Man City. Believe it's the same squad that they put out as well in real life. After this, once we get into January, and technically the additions of like Kolo Muani and Xavi Simons and everything is in, I'm gonna just do whatever, feel what I want to do, and not just stick to kind of who they've played before. So let's get through this game. Let's get into some more creative freedom and for the rest of this season here. And Spence taking it down, and it's Bentancur. Right ball, right run. It's the right goal. 1-0 early lead against Bournemouth. Let's go. Kudos is on. Off the post. A little too much. I put a little too much into that. Ball's in back post. It's Brennan Johnson right at the goalie. Petrovic with a great save. Romero. Take it. Richie, can he get there? He can. Gets the shot off, and it's wide. He's onside. Kudos is absolutely onside. Bad shot, though. Right at him. Just right at him. Vicario. Oh, what a big save, Vicario. Almost said Vicario again. Look at me. Kudos takes it himself. And it's saved. There we go. And it's 3 Premier League games. It's 3 wins, and it's 9 points. Hot start. Hot start. Let's go. An incredible start to the season. DAFC 26 to the career mode. This is what September looks like for us. It looks like they didn't put in on the Champions League, like the actual teams I guess you're supposed to play. We have Frankfurt up on the 17th, then West Ham, Brighton, Wolves, and it looks like, is that Peterborough? Yeah, in the Carabao Cup. Coming into September, going to have the ability to use Siemens, however you pronounce it. Kolo Muani, Udogie, I know, was a little hurt at the beginning, so we're going to be able to kind of use him freely as well. So, really excited to kind of see what this month looks like, how we can kind of add some of these additions into the team. But appreciate y'all watching. Give a like, give a subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.